It's so important for women to get custom fit with clubs, and Ping is a brand that really cares about women's golf. I'm here today with 2 other female golfers to show you that it's a lot of fun and it's not intimidating. So come and join me.
So my current clubs I got when I first started, so I literally haven't changed them. I got them in lockdown. I had a lesson at my local driving range and they were on sale in the pro shop there. So I just decided that I wanted to take up golf. I would like to improve my driving because I've worked quite hard. Over the winter I worked hard on my irons, so technically I was trying to improve that area, and now I think where I'm stronger I swing a bit quicker. I think I could probably gain a little bit more distance with my driver. So the clubs I first tried out today were the GLE 3. They felt a little bit light for me and I don't like the whippy feeling, so yeah, I wasn't 100% on those ones, so then we worked our way up. So the irons I ended up with today were the G430 with a slightly lighter weight shaft. They just felt a little bit more stiffer than mine, so again I think will help my swing speed improve a little bit because I feel like I can swing a bit quicker without them being too flexy. And the driver I went with today was the standard G430. Again, just felt a little bit more stiffer than mine. Fairly light again, but just felt like I could swing it a bit quicker again.
I sort of ascertained through the fitting that, you know, Jasmine's quite a feel player. She's quite in tune to what feels right and what feels wrong to her. We went a little bit lighter in the shaft profile with the Ultra Quick, but then we went to the G430 range with the high launch range. So we went to the Ultra Quick 45, straight away felt better. And again, it's a bit more of a sort of a soft regular stroke regular flex profile, so it's a bit stiffer and more what she likes. You know, she'd had her shafts reshafted to a soft regular flex profile. So the flex was the right one for her, and the shots showed the same. There's a lot more consistency. Dispersion was great. So from a numbers wise, again, it was mainly dispersion and a little bit of distance. You know, I think she was about 8 yards further carry. So she was hitting it about 135 yards total with her irons. The beginning of the fit, and she said she was thinking she was hitting about 125 yards with her own clubs. When trying at the high launch, she felt it was light. She didn't really like the feel. When we looked at the numbers, she was probably launching it a little bit too high, spinning it a bit too much. So when we went to the G430, well, we went to a regular flex profile, which she felt a lot better with. Okay. So the full set configuration, you know, I went on to our gapping app that we use on Ping Copilot, came out with a driver, 3 wood, 7 wood, 5 hybrid. She loves a hybrid that she's already got, so I was comfortable with that. 6 iron through to 9 iron pitching wedge, 45, 50, 54 and 58.
If you're new to golf, I would definitely recommend a fitting because it gives you an insight. If you like all the stats and things like that, I think it's great. And the feel as well, because like we said, the look of something might look good, but the feel to you might not be great. So yeah, to piece them both together, I think it's very important.
Sure, so at the moment my game is very much that of a novice beginner. I'm somebody who has played on and off but never quite fully committed, and I think that's largely to do with the fact that it's an expensive game and I became as good at golf as I was going to get with the clubs I had, and I didn't know whether to kind of commit or pause. So yeah, I'm really excited to see hopefully how this can progress me a bit. Yeah, absolutely. I think for me the driver is my big nemesis, and I know that I haven't had a lot of confidence. Even when I've played 18 holes, the driver doesn't come out the bag as much, and that is because the shaft on my driver was just far too wobbly. So hitting the driver here today has been a game changer and I'm really excited to use it. Yeah, so the easiest thing to comment on, because I'm not technical, is that the new clubs look super nice. They are really sleek and gorgeous, and I think I'd feel very proud to pull them out my bag. Feel-wise, they just feel a lot more robust than the clubs I've currently got. They're a really nice weight. I think sometimes being a woman, you don't always want the lightest, and that came through in my fitting today. So the one I have got does actually feel like it's got enough weight behind it that hopefully I can get some distance. Just getting a bit of height on my 7-iron, hopefully a bit more consistency. And then I used for the first time a 9-wood and absolutely loved that. So yeah, very positive.
Gemma's got pings. They were the Ping Faith model. And the length of the clubs were correct for her, so that was a good start. But obviously they're a little bit of an older model. She was just a little bit inconsistent with them, which comes down to a game a little bit. And I think the lie angle wasn't quite right either, so that was a sort of a step forward when we got the lie angle correct. So we started with a GLE 3 simply because of, you know, Gemma's current clubs and the type of player she is. She needed that sort of golf club to help her game. Gemma liked the light rather than the ultralight better, which is the stiffer of the two shafts, if you like. Well, I was amazed when she said she didn't like the driver. It was her worst club because she hit it great. She hit some really good shots with it. You know, we tried the 9-wood before, which she'd never tried. Hit some great shots with the 9-wood. Yeah. Went onto the driver, and again, like you said, she was nervous, felt a little bit unsure about it, but almost every shot, you know, the shots she hit, I can't think that she hit a really bad shot with it. They were all good. So, you know, she should take some confidence onto the golf course with that and get out there and enjoy it. With Gemma being a new golfer, so she doesn't maybe know a game as well, so I've used the gapping app that we use on the co-pilot and put numbers from a 7-iron fitting in there, and that gave us the club split. So she's gone with obviously the driver in the light shaft with a 3-wood, and then a 9-wood, and then a 6 hybrid, 7, 8, 9 pitch and wedge, U-wedge and sand wedge.
Being a woman in this game is already kind of quite nerve-wracking because you're walking into a very male-dominated space. So being a woman and a novice is like the worst of both. But I'm so struck by how friendly, normalising, kind the fitting was, while still being professional. So I didn't feel spoken down to. I didn't feel like I was treated like a novice. I felt like I was treated like a golfer getting a club fitting, which was really nice.
Yeah, I have been fitted for Ping clubs before. I'm now on my 3rd generation of GLEs. So again, that's why I wanted to see how much different they are and what the technology behind them and how they can improve my game. I'm always very comfortable with woods, so certainly I want to improve my short game. And I've noticed that the sand wedge is a much more traditional shape, and I think that's going to give me more confidence for those tricky shots onto the green. From an aesthetics point of view, they look fantastic. They are my favourite so far. I just think they look really classy, very simple. I like the fact that the fairway woods and the hybrids have got an alignment aid at the top, just 3 small dots and the centre one that you can line up nicely. Yeah, and they feel good, really good. In fact, it's a club that I haven't used previously, which is a 7-wood. So we've decided in my set makeup to swap the hybrid for the 7-wood. Looking at the screen, all my shots are in a very similar area. I would say yardage-wise, pretty decent for what I understand those clubs, how they perform for me. So overall, yeah, very happy.
So surprisingly, we started with GLE 3 and we started with the ultralight shaft to begin with, I think. Allison was hitting it quite well. We did the quick test off the diagnostic board, and she was just in both on the diagnostic board and in the ball flight. The ball was just flying a little bit to the left, and she was marking it a little bit towards the heel. So I just flattened it a little bit down to orange, and we got the mark in the middle. And the ball flight was certainly flying a lot straighter rather than just going left a little bit. You know, Allison, I picked up on Allison saying she's got a 5 hybrid, but she doesn't really like it. She's a little bit nervous when she has that distance. You can swap out either a different club for that, and the equivalent club for Allison was a 7-wood. So she tried the 5 hybrid to begin with. In fairness, all the balls were virtually landing on top of each other. She hit it really well. So I don't know why she said she doesn't hit it very well. But then when we got into the 7 wood, she hit the 7 wood equally as well, but further. So again, she was, as I reiterate, she was a very straight hitter, and she hit every shot was a good shot with the 7 wood, and probably about 10 or 15 yards further than the 5 hybrid. So again, from a gapping point of view, 7 wood will work better for her in a bag. So the set configuration at the end that we've done with Allison is that we've gone with the driver, 3 wood, 7 wood, and then 6 iron through to a pitching wedge, U wedge, and sand wedge.
Of course, even, I've had fittings before, and I still feel slightly self-conscious when I'm in the bay. But once you start hitting shot after shot, and you're just made to feel relaxed, and it's just a really worthwhile experience. You've got to give custom fitting a go, and certainly it's great to understand the technology and what goes into a club, and to understand the equipment, whether it's changing if you've got larger hands, so you need a bigger grip, or are the clubs the right length for you. All of that makes that set, that then you can feel more confident when you're pulling those clubs out of the bag. Wow, that was fun. What a great experience we've all had. We've come away with a brand new set of clubs that are finely tuned for our games. I really hope you've enjoyed the video and learnt something. But for now, from Ping HQ in Gainsborough, see you next time.